I'm Michaela Kathleen, and we are on to the final video of me sorting various fictional characters into Hogwarts houses. And in this final one, we're going to be talking about some of my favorite Ravenclaws, which is sort of my secondary house. So, once again, what defines a Ravenclaw? Of course, the main thing everyone thinks about is intelligence, but another important aspect of Ravenclaws is their creativity. They tend to be a little bit heads in the clouds sort of people, always thinking about whatever topic it is that they're passionate about. They're very curious, very witty, they can be a bit of perfectionists, they're quite intuitive, and also can be very wise. So jumping right in, first we have Mia from If I Stay by Gail Forman. And Mia is obviously a very good student. She's planning to go to a prestigious college, so she has to be a good student for that. And she's also got that creative side through her music. That is the thing that she is passionate about. I think Ravenclaws maybe tend to have like one big passion a lot of the times, and hers is music. She plays the cello, and I think she can be quite a perfectionist about it. So yes, Mia's obvious intelligence and her musical passion make her stand out as a Ravenclaw. Next I have Ryder from The Last Book in the Universe by Rodman Philbrick. And Ryder is sort of your prototypical wise old mentor trope. I think a lot of these characters tend to be Ravenclaws. And so yeah, Ryder is just endlessly curious. He's writing a book of his life, and he just wants to go out and experience as much of the world as he possibly can to put it into his book. So obviously that also checks the creative box. He's obviously intelligent, he's one of the few people left who can read and write, and he's also very wise. Next, I actually have two characters from the same series, and that is The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. And the first character is, again, that wise old mentor trope, Oramus. Eragon's other kind of wise old mentor that he has in Brom at the beginning of the series is not a Ravenclaw, but Oramus definitely is. He is incredibly wise, incredibly intelligent. He also has that creative side. He likes to create farths, paintings. He definitely thinks creativity is a very important trait to pursue. Eragon doesn't really get this all the time. Oramus is a little more grounded than some Ravenclaws, but I think he enjoys his opportunities when he can allow his head to be in the clouds. I think he enjoys that. And then the other character in the Inheritance Cycle that is a Ravenclaw is Angela the Herbalist. And she's definitely more on the head in the clouds side of the Ravenclaw traits. She's a very mysterious character, obviously very intelligent. She's probably the wittiest character in this series. She really gives the Luna Lovegood vibes. Next, we have Cress from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Another character who I feel has the Luna Lovegood vibes. Cress is a hacker, I believe, if I remember correctly. She works with computers. She's living up in a satellite, head both figuratively and literally in the clouds. But yes, she's definitely curious, definitely intelligent. She, I feel, has kind of the younger, more innocent, just very curious about the world Ravenclaw feel about her. Next, we have Maggie from Inkheart by Cornelia Funk, which Maggie is a big reader, loves to read, very smart, and also later in the series starts to pick up writing, starts to get into that creative side of her Ravenclaw personality. And yeah, actually just a lot of Ravenclaws in general in this series, a lot of readers. I feel like Ravenclaws tend to be readers. Next, I have Miri from Princess Academy by Shannon Hale, which Miri starts off in this small mountain village, doesn't have a whole lot of opportunity for education in this village, but when her and all the girls attend the Princess Academy to learn to become princesses, they are also learning to read and write, and Miri finds that she loves it and just starts devouring all the books at the academy and is just very curious to learn about the bigger cities in the lowlands. She starts to get curious about kind of the history of her own village, and very intuitively kind of discovers some secret powers that the people in her village have. And by the end of the book actually goes on to become a teacher. I think a very common job for Ravenclaws to get into. So yes, very intelligent, very intuitive, and most especially full of curiosity. Next I have Liesel from The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Again, we have another reader here. Liesel gets into the habit of stealing books, which again at the beginning of the book, I believe she's just learning to read, so then just starts consuming books voraciously, very curious. And she starts to get interested, I think, in kind of the process of writing and artwork. Her friend in the story kind of writes her a story and draws pictures to go along with it, which I think kind of sparks her interest. So yes, another character who's really driven by curiosity. Next, getting to the end here, at number 9, we have Darcy from Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, which in this book, Darcy is actually having her first book published, so you can check off that creativity box right there. She's very much head in the clouds. She's kind of stumbling through her first time living alone in this book, having to kind of balance her budget and things like that, and sometimes maybe not paying as much attention to it as she should be. But yes, the creativity here is what makes Darcy stand out as a Ravenclaw. And finally, we have Tyrion Lannister from the Game of Thrones series by George R.R. Martin. I think Tyrion is very famously a Ravenclaw. He drinks and he knows things. He loves to read, very curious about everything, especially dragons. He likes to really deeply think about things, like the boy growing up who would crush ants. He thought a lot about that particular topic. He's obviously intelligent, obviously witty. Do not get into a battle of insults with Tyrion. And yeah, just a very Ravenclaw-y Ravenclaw. So yeah, these are 9 books that contain some of my favorite Ravenclaws. Let me know down below some of your favorite Ravenclaws, if you disagree with any of my Ravenclaw sorts. I hope you have enjoyed watching this little series. I'm sad to see it come to an end. This was a really fun one. But on to the quote for today's video, which today I have just a short little one from One Tree Hill. And it goes, "Just because a song ends, that doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy it." Thanks for watching. Remember, words matter.